Well, no surprises here. This screencast is all about two standard models that we use to understand how to subtract integers. What does it mean to subtract integers? And as before, one of our models will be the chip model, and in the chip model, these are positive ones and these are negative ones. They're both ones, but this is a positive one and this is a negative one. So we have our play area where all the arithmetic happens, and we wonder to ourselves, what does it mean to say 5 minus 4? Well, that means what it's always meant. You have 5 in the play area, and you're looking to take away 4. Well, you can very clearly take away 4, no problem. And so 5 minus 4 is 1. There is nothing complicated about that, and it's consistent with what we've done before. So what happens when things change? What happens when we're trying to do 2 minus negative 3? 2 minus negative 3. Well, that means that we have 2 in the play area. That's what's in the play area. We're looking to take away negative 3, which means the last thing we do before we find the answer is that we take away 3 blue chips. There are no blue chips in this whole play area. So we can't take away what isn't there. So at minimum, there has to be 3 blue chips in the play area so that we can take them away. But we can't just throw 3 blue chips into the play area because now we've changed the value of what's in there. It's now not 2 anymore. Unless what we throw into the play area are not 3 blue chips, but 3 zero pairs. And if we throw 3 zero pairs into the play area, then what we see here is still 2. Even though there's a lot of chips in the play area, it's still 2. Can we then remove 3 blue chips from the play area? You bet we can. And what's left inside the play area, 2 minus negative 3, is 5. So this is much more powerful than the add the opposite thing that we sometimes talk about with small children, because this goes back to their most fundamental understanding of subtraction, which is that this sign means takeaway. The last thing we do before we find the answer has to be take away 3 blue chips. So we have to find a way to put 3 blue chips in there legitimately so that we can take them away. What happens if it's negative 4 minus positive 2? Well, negative 4's in the play area, and we have to take away 2 yellow chips. But we can't take away 2 yellow chips because there aren't 2 yellow chips in the play area. But if we add 2 zero pairs, then what's in the play area is still negative 4, and we can take away 2 yellow chips, leaving behind negative 6. This is the integer chip model. When we add with the integer chip model, we remove 0 pairs to make things simpler. When we subtract with integer chips, we add 0 pairs to bring in the thing that we need. The other model that we use for subtraction is the number line, which is a line with numbers on it. So what happens when we try to do 1 minus negative 2? How do we do that? Well, this, as always, is the starting point. This is which way you face, and this is how you walk. So we start at 1. This is our starting place. We face the negative end of the number line. We face the negative end of the number line. We're looking toward the negative end. How do we walk? In this case, we walk backward 2. And if we walk backward while we're facing the negative end of the number line, this is backward 2, end up here. 1 minus negative 2 is 3. We have a starting point. We have a way we face. We have a how we walk. One more, just to make sure. What happens if we have negative 1 minus 2? Negative 1 minus 2. Well, negative 1 is the starting place. We face the negative end of the number line, and we walk forward 2. This is forward 2. Well, if we're facing the negative end of the number line and we're walking forward, that's this way, end up here, negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So you may want to think for a moment about what it means to say 3 minus negative 1, what it means to say negative 2 minus negative 4, what it means to say negative 5 minus 1. Think for a moment, make sure you can model them, hit the pause button as necessary, and then we'll show the answers soon. We really are going to show them soon. I told you we'd show them. Hopefully you went 3 for 3, and if not, hopefully you can go back through and see what happened with your model. Excellent. Hope this holds you over till we gather together in person, and then we can answer all of our questions when we gather in person. Thanks, everybody.